momentum. And how can you get momentum in your life and how you can keep the momentum going. I'm going to go over a few action steps that you need to take to help you get momentum in your life. So stay with me in today's video. What's up guys, Zeb here, and I just want to take a few minutes of your time in today's short video to talk all about momentum. How do we get it? How do we create the daily habits to get momentum going, and how do we keep the momentum from stopping? Okay, so I'm going to share with you some tips I learned from The Compound Effect. This is chapter 4's notes. So I've been reading this book and I wanted to go over what I learned in chapter 4 of Darren Hardy's The Compound Effect. So let's get right into today's video, and hopefully you get some great value out of this. And if you do, give me a thumbs up and drop me some comments down below and let me know what you liked best in this video. Guys, momentum, all right? Look, consistency and persistence are very critical components in compounding. And compounding is what we need to create that momentum. But we need to make daily decisions and deliberately change our habits, which is very, very hard. And once you get started, it's easy, but it's hard to get that start, right? It's hard. So say you were trying to change your diet, it's very hard the first couple weeks, but once you start getting results, that starts to get easier, and you start changing other good habits because you're starting to see results. So that's just an example. And it's real easy to fall off the wagon. Just 1 or 2 days off the wagon, and then you got to restart all over again. And you may have had lots of momentum. You may have been on weight loss and lost 5 to 10 pounds, but your goal was 30, and you fell off the wagon, you gained 5, and all of a sudden you lose momentum and you got to start all over. It's much harder to start over. So hopefully what I share with you today are going to be some tips to help you minimize that hard restart. So once you recognize momentum, and it's going to start feeling weird, right? Because things are going to become regular part of your day, things that you didn't work on before, but weird habits that you started that are good habits are going to start becoming a regular part of your day, and you're not even going to notice them. And that's when you know that you've created momentum, because you're getting results for things you're not even noticing you're doing. So the big important piece here is, how do you create momentum? And one powerful way to do this is to master your daily routines. You got to have daily routines, and the most important routines are the ones that you start and the end of your day. So you need to start and end your day with daily routines that you make. Okay, so I'm gonna go over a routine that you can do in the morning and see what you think about that routine. You may be able to pull some nuggets from this. Okay, so just say, for instance, you wake up at 5 o'clock. Okay, you wake up, first thing you do is you get out of bed. Maybe you go sit in the living room or meditate or whatever it is, but you want to reflect on 3 things that you're grateful for. Every morning do this, no matter what time you wake up. I'm just going through this time so it'll give you some good example. Okay, so reflect on 3 things that you're grateful for. Visualize sending love to people around you. Okay, visualize sending the love around the people that are around you that you care for, and visualize your number 1 goal and 3 actions to progress that goal. Now, this visualization tactic helps you because at the very beginning of your day, you're setting a stage for greatness, right? You're setting a stage for momentum. You're setting a stage for taking action on these things that you're visualizing and you're putting into reality. Okay, so you could do this just laying in bed with your eyes closed and just reflect on these 3 things and visualize sending love and visualize your 1 goal and your 3 actions you need to progress to it. So do that for about 5-10 minutes, and then get up out of bed or get up from the chair or whatever you're doing. Then you want to stretch, right? These are just very simple things. You want to stretch for 5-10 minutes, stretch, and then read every morning, whether it's 10 pages, something like that. Just read like 10 pages every morning from an inspirational book. I highly recommend Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, because that book is fantastic. If you haven't read it again and again and again, because that book is an amazing tool for you to keep your mind very positive, and you learn some very good stuff in that book. So after you do all that, 6 o'clock comes around, you've done your stretching, you've done reading, so from 5 to 6, and now from 6, we want to take our shower and go to work, and we're ready to go at it, okay? So you may drive to work. Once you get to work, try to get to work like 15 minutes early. So if you start work at 7 o'clock, try to get there at 6:45 so you can calibrate your day and you can start reviewing your goals for that day. So set 3 important tasks that you want to complete that day. Maybe it's not with work, but it's with a goal that you want to complete by the end of that day, okay? So just think about those and then make some tasks so you can set forth trying to set some tasks to complete or move towards that goal that you want to complete. And guys, if you do this every day, it'll become a routine. You won't even notice it. I have routines I do every single day, and I don't even realize I'm doing them. It's just habit. I even wake up on Saturdays and do the same routine I do on Monday through Friday. And what I do is I wake up before everybody in the house. It's dark, it's quiet, it's time for me to reflect. You can meditate, do whatever you need to do to get your mind in that state so you're ready to go into that day with less stress, and it helps throughout the day. All kinds of good stuff happens when you have that mindset. So what do you want to do in the evening? It's a little easier. What you want to do is compare your actuals with the plan that you set forth. So how did it go throughout the day? Like you were thinking, I want to take these actions toward my goal. Did you take those actions? Did you not? And if so, what maybe you have to make those simpler the next day. But you want to compare the actuals with your actual plan. What went wrong, what went right, and why. And the second thing you want to do in the evening is you want to reflect on new ideas and insights. So like, what did I actually learn today? And can I use it to make tomorrow even better than it was today, right? So you take the good of what you learned and you try to incorporate it in your day for the next day to make your tomorrow better. And read 10 pages from the book again, okay? So read another 10 pages from Think or Grow Rich or another book similar to that. And this will help your mind get unstuck if you're stuck. And it also will help you come up with great ideas. So guys, these are some routines that I do in the mornings and in the evenings, okay? So you can do those. Hopefully you get some kind of value from those, and you actually start creating your own rituals that you do every single day to start creating powerful results, okay? This may sound silly, but you do this over and over and over, you start seeing good things happen in your life that you don't even recognize. It's just naturally good stuff. You may meet somebody very cool or influential to you, or you may have something great happen, like, oh shit, I just made $1,000 commission today. How did that happen? And it's all because you did these small routines every day, and you stay consistent, and you built that momentum, and people start to come to you, start attracting great things, okay? And I'm not going to say life becomes amazing all day long. Of course, you're going to have the bad, the good, the bad, and you'll have a lot more negative than you do positive. That's why you got to feed your brain positive material every single day with these good routines. All right, guys, I'm going to just end this with some 3 action steps like I do on every other video in this book. Build your evening and morning routines. That's your action number 1. Your action number 2, just list 3 areas of your life that you're not consistent enough at, and what are those areas costing you in your life, okay? And you want to decide to be consistent from now on at fixing these areas in your life that you're not consistent enough at, okay? Action number 3, just create a rhythm, register it, write down half dozen key behaviors so you can start building that routine. So just write down key behaviors that you want to change every day, and fix 1 or 2 every day, and then all of a sudden you got 6-7 habits that you're doing every single day in these little small chunks, and you're building this routine, and you're going to start noticing big things happen because you'll start building momentum. All right, guys, I'm going to end today's video. I know I probably rambled for a little bit, but hopefully you get some value out of this. If you did, just give me a like button and drop me some comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next video.